Hello and welcome to MarineMax Dallas. My name is Andrew Davis, and today I'm going to do a walkthrough on the 2015 Harris FloteBote 240 Solstice. So I'm going to start at the bow exterior of the boat and point out a couple features and the benefits of them about the Harris FloteBote 240 Solstice. So I want to start with the fence paneling here. One thing that Harris does is they double reinforce the fence paneling on here, and what that's going to do, it's going to keep it looking better over a longer period of time, and it's going to make it twice dent resistant compared to a one panel pontoon. Another awesome thing that Harris does is if you look at the amount of the railing on the outside, that's not just for looks and aesthetics, even though it looks fantastic, it's for structural integrity. The more that you have on the outside of your boat, the stronger your pontoon is as it's going over waves on the water. A couple other features to point out about the railing on the boat is the way that Harris designs them to be stronger and look fantastic at the same time. If you look at the railing here, this is corrugated. So a corrugated rail is going to be stronger just because of these little indentions that run all the way around here. So it's a stronger looking and better looking rail. Another really unique feature of the Harris FloteBote line of pontoons is the derailing. This is derailing. It just gives it a more edgy look, a cleaner look to it, and also that rounded shape is stronger than just a typical square shaped rail as well too. If you look one more down, this is called K-railing. K-railing again looks fantastic. It really cascades the light and gives the boat more pop as far as looks go, but at the same time this is a much stronger feature than just a typical designed pontoon railing. Okay, I'd like to talk about a few interior features of the 2015 Harris FloteBote 240 Solstice. I want to start with the furniture. If you'll notice, Harris really overstuffs in a good way the cushions in their boat. Everything is really plush, really thick seating for better back support and back comfort, and the seats are really high as well too, so you don't have that effect of leaning over the back of the boat just because the seat backs are too low. If you look at the materials, on this particular model they use 3 different types of materials in 3 different colors. You've got the nice brown, softer velvet material on the outside, and then you've got the lighter and the darker tan here, and then more of a sort of a shimmery fabric on this portion of the boat, and that just gives it more design and more pop, of course. I want to show you the hinges on the Harris FloteBote. This is really big. What you see here as far as support and structure, this full running metal bar, this is really solid. I can sit on this with no problem at all, and the boat doesn't make a peep or a squeak. It's really strong, and you won't find that on a lot of pontoons. That's something that Harris does a really good job at. These seats are actually kind of heavy. It's because they're sturdy and they're very well built. The foam is dense but yet comfortable at the same time, which is going to make it last a lot longer with the big hard backs. And everything is finished on the inside too. There's not just loose material around. They finish all the corners and the edges on the insides of the pontoons. You've got the rain channels right here, really deep rain channels to usher the water off the sides of the boat. So next I'd like to talk about the 240 Solstice's helm area. And right off the bat, you'll notice that it's just gorgeous. It's a beautifully designed helm station here from Harris FloteBote. Look at the size and the girth of the console, and very thick material. It's not the lightweight, thin type fiberglass that can crack over time. This is very sturdy, and it's all fiberglass. And it's one solid piece, which is very important. It's not a couple different pieces put together that tend to rattle loose and fall apart over time. One solid piece. If you look at the leather wrapped top here, again, that's done for aesthetics. It's beautiful, very soft plush material. The gauges, what Harris does is they combine the gauges in a cluster gauge, so that way you don't have a bunch of individual different gauges taking up all the space, and where it's oftentimes just kind of hard to find what you're looking for sometimes. These are very cleanly done. These are watch quality glass here, and this is a watch quality bezel here. This is a high quality boat, so they add high quality fixtures to them. You can see the lights are backlit as well too, as well as the dials themselves are lit, so at night it makes it very easy to see. You've got your depth finder here in the corner with the wood grain backing as well too, and then of course you have your trim gauge here as well too with the wood grain backing, and of course you have a wood grain backing all the way around here. And this is affixed to the console, so this is not made with some of your your double-sided tape that in the hot weather can overheat and peel off. You're not going to have that problem. Okay, I want to talk about the tower that we've installed on the 240 Solstice. As you can see, it's a gorgeous tower, very high quality, very solid tower. This is a fully functioning wakeboard tower attached to your pontoon, which is awesome. LED lights running all through the center and the front as well too. Makes it really easy to see at night again. And it's a powder coated tower to match the outside of the boat. We designed it with the black tower to match the black features on the outside of this particular boat. And if you look at the corner down here, I just want to talk about the construction. Harris has integrated this tower. It's not just an afterthought. They specifically designed this tower with this pontoon to bolt very securely into the pontoon. It's not just attached to the rails. This big structure is just for this tower, and it flows all the way down and is through bolted all the way through the floor. And it's not coming out. It's very strong. If you look at the bimini top, a very high bimini top. I'm about 6 foot tall. I've got tons of space in between this and my head as well too, so you don't have to worry about anybody bumping their head as they're walking through. And of course you have tons of sunshade with the wakeboard tower and then the rear facing cover as well. So talking about the rear of the pontoon, this is the twin lounger design, which has been really popular. At Harris, they use just these gigantic, cushy, overstuffed seats, tons of foam in them. They're designed to be comfortable for you to lounge on and just have a good time. Like once again, they're very beautifully designed with the different types of fabrics on them to give more pop and more of a luxurious feel to the boat. You've got tons of storage throughout these seats. The back compartment flips up, and here you see once again they use that big metal hinge, not just the smaller hinges that tend to break. Your battery compartment is here with the battery selector switch, which is fantastic. You've got storage in this compartment here, a very big storage compartment. Throw a couple extra life vests in there, and then I'll show you on this side over here, because this seat is the exact same. Big storage compartment down here, and you look at the way Harris designs their boats. These aren't just little small hinges with a strap or anything like that. These are just gigantic, very bulky hinges on here, and that's designed to last a long time. The whole purpose of this is to make the boat last long. Again, this is a high quality boat, and these are high quality components that they use to construct this boat. All the stitching is finished on the inside, not just showing loose staples all over the place. Very well done with the molded seating on here. A couple other features back here. You've got nets back here just to hold if you have cell phones or other personal items you can keep in here as well too. And cup holders as well in each arm, and they're lit as well, and of course cup holders up top as well too. Okay, talking about the rear of the boat, this is an outboard model. This particular motor that we installed on this boat is the Mercury Verado, and this is the Pro Series. This is a 300 horsepower supercharged motor, and it's a 4-stroke as well too. And that supercharger makes up for that lag that you tend to have on 4-stroke motors. This is a very high performance motor. It's 300 horsepower inside the motor, and since this is the Pro model, at the propeller it's well over 300 horsepower. So that just gives it extra zip and extra performance, and it's a fantastic motor. As it idles, you won't even hear it in idle speed. It just doesn't make any sound.